It's the Blairing Out with Eric Blair show today, coming to you from beautiful Newport Beach, California, with rock stars Aaliyah, Salem, Rio, and Alexa of the all-girl supergroup The Pumps. Girls, last night was your first show ever. How was it?
I think it went great. It felt good.
Being in a band that has more opportunities to play like bigger venues, it was really, really cool to play a house show again because I just love the DIY scene so much, and it was really awesome to be able to start over again with new girls. It was fun.
Did pretty good for our first show, but it's only going to get better from here.
I had a really fun time, and I just can't wait to do more.
How did the Pumps form?
I came in, Alexa connected with me through Vamper, the app. Like she described, it's a Tinder for musicians. Through there, she found my account, contacted me on Instagram, found my videos, and asked me to jam, feel it out, and it felt good. It was good chemistry, and then it clicked like that.
I knew Alexa a few years back. We used to play shows together, like in our own bands. So when we met up to start jamming, we tried it out with a bunch of different girls, but at the end of the day, Salem and Aaliyah clicked the most for us, and I'm really happy to have them be a part of our band.
Me and Rio knew each other by just playing in the local music scene. Let's have a band together. And then I knew Salem from Instagram, and she's like, she must be our guitarist. She's incredible. And then I met Aaliyah from Vamper.
Alexa just reached out to me through Instagram, and we just started jamming together with Ria, and it just worked. Just loved it.
What does the name The Pumps mean to you?
It just rings the one word pumps, thinks shoes, right? We're all rockin' ladies, so just the high heel pumps, but also the music connection, right? Getting pumped, like pumped up music. I think it just really fit us.
Alexa and I and Salem, we were all like coming up with band names before we knew Aaliyah, and I actually ended up coming with the name The Pumps. At first we were a little skeptical. We're like, will people get it? But I feel like it really suits us now, and like we fell in love with the name. I just love that it ties into like a woman's shoe and how it like brings empowerment towards like women in the band scene because it's not really common. So I just love the girl power it brings.
We really wanted like a one-word band name. For example, the Go-Go's, the Runaways, the Who. By the end of the day, it was Rio who came up with the Pumps.
Were there any parental precepts you rebelled against?
Oh, my parents, I think they were almost more excited than I was, and I was super excited. They were like, anything, you need to take off school. They support school, but I think they saw where this was going, and they were all in. I'm so grateful. Not everyone has that, so I love them for it. It was only out of control, like, jumping, spinning, talking to people in class, just social, jittery, right, on my feet, jumping around. But I don't think I rebelled yet.
You never got grounded?
Oh, I was grounded a lot. I have attitude. That's the... I wasn't sneaking out, but I was like... I did have a lot of attitude growing up.
And Rio, you come from this family of like rock stars.
Right.
You guys party a lot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I definitely like to have fun. I like to go out. In high school, I did rebel quite a bit. I would skip school sometimes, not gonna lie. Sneak out. Mom and Dad, if you're watching this, did I get caught? I don't know if they knew. I don't think they knew. Sorry, Mom. I quit the cheer team and like joined a band, so I guess that's pretty rebellious from like the classic high school career anyway, so.
I was a pretty rebellious teen. I hung out with like not the best crowd, and I've snuck out a few times. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching this. Just like what Rio said, but then I kind of matured when in my 20s, so yeah, when I was a teen I was pretty edgy.
I wouldn't say I'm rebellious. I know I can have maybe a little bit of an attitude sometimes. Same thing as Aaliyah, pretty much. My mom, I love her though, and she does everything for me, and I'm just, really appreciative of her.
Desert Island Discs.
Back to Black, Amy Winehouse. 19, Adele. Born This Way, Lady Gaga. Billy Joel, Stranger.
Really?
Oh, Billy Joel's my number one.
I'm not really good at album names. It's mostly like the songs that I like in the bands. But I did grow up on the Stones and the Beatles, so I feel like if I was in a deserted island, I would probably bring some of those albums with me just because it's really comforting and it feels like close to home.
When you think of the Beatles, what's the first song you think of?
Yellow Submarine from that movie. They'd always show that little cartoon to me when I was little.
Slipknot, Self-Titled, then Volume 3, The Subliminal Verses, Spit by Kitty, Black Parade, My Chemical Romance, and then I would make a mixtape of my favorite songs for my fifth one.
1984, Van Halen. Van Halen 1, and then I would have to say Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. For my two other ones, I would definitely cheat with the songs. Like Alexa, thank you for inspiring me.
First song you learned how to sing.
You Belong With Me, Taylor Swift. That was the first song I could memorize, beginning to end, sing along on the radio.
The first song I learned how to play on the bass, I was in orchestra in 6th grade, so it was probably like some classical.
Enter Sandman.
Smoke on the Water when I was 7.
Can you play that solo?
Pretty sure, yeah, I did learn the solo.
What is your ultimate vision for the Pumps?
Stadiums, traveling, crowds screaming back at us our own songs. The fact that we're so individual, like we're a band, we're all at the same level. So I see girls being like, I'm such a Salem, or I speak with Rio, like Rio's my girl, or right, people relating with us and being empowered. That's what I see.
I'm just really excited to tour, travel around the world with these people, and I just want to get like my music out there. It's such a crazy feeling when you're playing on stage and people are like screaming the words of your song. It's uncomparable, like seriously. It's ridiculous. I love it.
Performing on giant stages, arenas, recording great albums, meeting our fans, connecting with everyone, and people knowing like who we are. Like they call me the spooky pump because I like kind of dress spooky and goth.
I definitely agree with like playing on like the big stages and traveling. Like that sounds awesome. And I also just hope to be like an inspiration for other people who like want to learn music. Or like, you know, I just hope to be that, because that really meant a lot to me. I know when I started.
What are the 3 words in rock and roll?
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
How important is that to you?
I think I could live without the craziness. I think writing about it and singing it, that's already embedded in the culture. I think that's such a, people want to hear that. It's not a huge desire of mine or a vision of mine for the Pumps, you know, Motley Crue, like that was something, that was iconic for them. I like the mystery. I like people looking at us and wondering if we're the innocent girl or if we're the wild girl, because they won't know.
Bow, 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 bow. Ow! I do like that old saying, but I feel like it's really empowering that like we get to come here and like kind of reinvent however we want to and pave our own way. And I feel like it can be more about things that are relatable to like teens or things that are relatable to like girls. We can choose our own path, and it doesn't really have to like follow those rules, you know? We can kind of reinvent ourselves.
That's obviously the cliche saying. It is true to a certain extent, but it doesn't really apply to us, and I can live without it too.
Being like an inspiration is probably like definitely the direction that I would like to go in. I know that for sure. So I think that's just like the most important thing to me.
What do you think makes the Pumps unique in today's world of disposable music?
I like that question. You know, as an all-girl band, I think we're going to start something. And I know that they've been around, but individually, you know, we can play. We're not just basses. We play, and we play good. Also, like I said, we're so unique. We all have our own individual thing about us, yet there's a sisterhood here. The music we're making, I think it's strong. I think it's pure rock.
I have a lot of old influences and like from older bands from older generations, and I think it's really cool that we can take that with like the newer influences and kind of create our own kind of vibe going on. So it has like the old factor, like it's been a hit once, it'll be a hit again, but we're also attracting like the younger people and what's hip right now. So I feel like with both sides, it could become something really cool.
We're just not afraid to be ourselves. It's about the music, the sisterhood, and spitting the message out.
What's really cool about this band is we all have like different musical influences. The combination of that is just going to be like really awesome.
What do you think the other girls bring to the band?
Ria's the wild girl. Her voice is so low and resonant, and her stage presence, she's just wild. She's like, you could write a whole song about Rio. Alexa, like we said, she's the spooky one. She's got the metal. She brings those type of drums, which are so complex. I think people overlook the complexity of metal music. She's like spooky, but she's so sweet, and she's so like, she wants to be an inspiration and a good role model. Salem, she absolutely shreds. When the Pumps are big, she's going to be the Slash or Jimmy Page.
Aaliyah, I don't even know where to start with Aaliyah. She is just such a ball of light and like energy, and what she brings into a room, she's just like such a head turner. Her voice is so powerful, so strong, and has so much soul, and I'm just so blessed to have her in my life. and she is just such an amazing like best friend. I'm so grateful for you. Alexa is hands down the best drummer I know because you sound amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Once again, I'm like really happy to be in the band with you guys, like seriously. And Salem's our baby Spice. She's the baby of the bunch. We all love her like a little sister, and she's just phenomenal.
She's the baby Spice, but she's just so mighty on that guitar. Her guitar's the weapon. Like when she plays the guitar, she's like boom, like, and everyone will just like be shook and dead. So Rio, the sassy wildness, the great presence on stage, the empowerment with her soulful voice.
Aaliyah is just such a sweet person, and I really connect with her when I'm playing, and it's just so fun to like be rocking out with her, and her voice just so pretty. Just I love it. Rio, just such a fun person, you know. Like I also really connect with her on stage. Like we have fun. Alexa, you're so amazing. Really good at the whole like recording. She knows her stuff. Like she knows how to edit and do all these things. And I just think I have like the best time with these girls. They're all so amazing, so talented. And I love them all.
Influences?
Amy Winehouse and probably Joan Jett.
Esperanza Spalding, she's a really talented stand-up bassist.
Dave Grohl, just style-wise.
Eddie Van Halen, Slash, and Jimmy Page.
What comes first, the lyrics or the music with your new songs?
I think music. I think usually somebody pulls up with a bass line and you're like, oh yeah.
Like sometimes we have lyrics first, and then we put music to it.
Or like a guitar riff, because it's hook.
It could happen, like, you know, if you're just sitting there and, like, playing, and then all of a sudden you have this, like, idea, and then you just kind of do it at the same time.
The lyrics usually, especially in this genre, can be powerful. Or, like, even just a drum fill, like the rhythm.
A catchy riff or a beat that goes hand in hand.
A lot of songs, like, start from one instrument, and then you just build and build and build.
What song do you wish you had written?
Lady Gaga's song, Rio and I were just listening to it, Always Remember Us This Way. Love it. We were screaming, crying.
A good one.
There's a lot, but that's one I can think of right now.
I would say personally for this band, Cherry Bomb, because I just feel like that suits our band so well, and we all really click on that song since it's like fairly like simple. It's just a really good song. I wish I wrote it.
Definitely I'm Just a Girl by No Doubt.
Purple Rain, Prince, it's just brilliant. Like the lyrics and the big soul at the end, solo, and it's everything about it.
What do you guys love most about connecting with your fans?
Just an amazing feeling to have people like look up to you, and it's fun to like be a role model.
Inspiring people.
And being able to connect with people around the world.
The point of us and being a girl band is I hope we can change lives.
If you could collaborate with any legendary musician, living or dead, who would it be?
Right now I'm between the Foo Fighters and the Offspring.
Jim Morrison, The Doors. I'm in love.
Riders on the Storm.
Dung, 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 dung.
Joan Jett.
Prince, because I think he's just such a good songwriter.
Makeup must-haves. Okay.
All right, mine is 100%. I'm wearing it now. Maybelline's 24-hour stay lipstick. My mom found it. That's her proudest find. Every time I wear it, at the end of the day, she's like, it's still on.
Liquid lipstick.
Liquid. NYX concealer. That's the one I'm wearing now.
Eyeshadow.
Also, NYX or CoverGirl.
Mascara.
Maybelline Falsies.
Rio. Foundation.
Don't wear it.
Concealer.
NYX.
Lipstick.
Glossier.
Eyeliner.
Any drugstore eyeliner. As long as it's liquid.
Mascara.
Shoot, I think it's called Fake Lashes.
Bye.
I think it might be Sephora.
Foundation.
I don't wear foundation anymore.
You are wearing eyeshadow.
It's Kat Von D's palette. I use a MAC primer, also a Bobbi Brown concealer.
I actually do have foundation on. I think I just got it from honestly like Target.
Lipstick.
Morphe. Liquid lipstick.
Blush.
Sephora.
Eyeliner.
Like Rio. Any drugstore eyeliner.
Mascara.
Yoga mascara. Something like that.
Highlighter.
MAC.
Who are some of your past fashion icons that have inspired your on-stage style?
Debbie Harry, just her on stage, her outfits and such. But I think fashion-wise, Zendaya's popping out now.
For me, it's going to be Sherry Curry and Bridget Bardot. Fashion, hair, makeup, all of it.
Avril Lavigne, for sure. I love the dark makeup, the skulls, like the Y2K fashion. A mix of mall goth style, too.
I never really thought about that one. Can I say Rio? My answer.
Aaliyah, Rio, Alexa, Salem. Thank you for being on the Blairing Out with Eric Blair show.
Thank you, Eric Blair.
With the Pumps, signing off. Bye-bye.
The Blairing Out Show.